Good evening and welcome to Politically Incorrect with Manishankar Iyer and Shapon Das Gupta. It's exactly 40 years to the day that the allied forces of the Indian Army and the Mukti Bahini triumphed over the Pakistan forces of the Eastern Command in the Bangladesh Liberation War of 1971, widely believed to be one of the finest moments of the Indian armed forces. But on this landmark anniversary, we go beyond that particular military victory to look at how the armed forces on both sides of the border have shaped our ties with our closest and yet most contentious neighbour, Pakistan. We're asking tonight, is the Pakistan Army the main stumbling block in India-Pakistan relations? Well, we're joined tonight by an audience of many military personnel, but we'll throw that question to Shapon first. Shapon, do you believe the Pakistan Army's very existence is predicated on its hostility with New Delhi, and therefore what does that mean for our ties with Pakistan?
Well, let's start with Bangladesh. I think it's very important that we remember Bangladesh. Of course, it's mainly a celebration for the people of Bangladesh. But I think India had a contribution to play in that. It was a fine victory because it blew many myths. The first among the myths was what Field Marshal Ayub Khan used to talk about: one Pakistani soldier equals 40 Indians. That's sort of a myth which was there. But unfortunately, in that victory, we could not win the peace. I think if we look back on Bangladesh, we'll find that it was the peace settlement in Simla was a tale of missed opportunities. Missed opportunities because we could have resolved the Kashmir issue once and for all. We could have made it possible for a beleaguered Pakistan to actually renounce its claim on Kashmir. Instead, we chose the path of magnanimity, saying we will return the 93,000 prisoners of war without asking for a quid pro quo. The only nominal quid pro quo we asked for was that Kashmir and any other issues be decided by bilateral dialogue, a commitment which has been observed more in violation than observance. And if you look at this, in this background, it was the recovery of the Pakistani army since then which nurses the biggest grievance for 1971, the desire for revenge, the desire to get back, to get its own back. It's very interesting, when Muhammad Ali Jinnah formed the Pakistan Army, which was made up of course, contingents from the old United Indian Army, the motto of it was nation, faith and discipline. Ziaul Haq changed it and he made it faith, piety and jihad. So from being a professional army, which it was intended in 1947, it became a political army. And I think that political army, with its sense of grievance, today constitutes one of the biggest impediments to any normalization of relations between India and Pakistan, because they have a score to settle.
Impossible to have peace then?
I'm afraid Shapon is, like most Indians, is completely taken up with the rhetoric on which Pakistan does exist. There's a huge gap between the Pakistan military as portrayed by Shapon and the historical facts. Let's take the wars. Who unleashed the first war on India in October 1947? A civilian government under Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Who unleashed the second war on India? A civilian government under Muhammad Ali Jinnah in April 1948.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.